Welcome to BKSS Academy. I hope you are doing great. Now we will discuss about different kinds of deadlocks and definition of the deadlock. So this topic will be called as Introduction to Deadlock. If two or more processes are waiting on happening of some event, suppose some event to be occurred and it is waiting, the number of processes are waiting for the execution of that particular work. Example is bank account opening. Suppose some people are there waiting for the opening the account. So if bank manager is telling deposit the money, then come for filling the form, but customer is telling I will fill the form first. So this is the one kind of deadlock. Suppose car moving on the same lane, two cars moving on the same lane, and each car is moving on the direction which is against to each other. This is also arise the deadlock condition. Suppose P1 tends to S1, that means P1 tends to S1 S2, that means P1 having S1 and waiting for S2. It is having already S1 and waiting for S2. Similarly P2 implies S2 S1, that means P2 having S2 and waiting for S1, then it will execute. Deadlock situation means block the state. When block state is arises, that is called as deadlock situation. One diagram is here. This is the process 1 and resource 1 is allocated to it. And this process 1 is requesting this resource 2 for the execution of its task. Similarly, process 2 is allocated with resource 2 and is waiting for the resource 1 so that its task will be over or that process 2 will be executed. For deadlock, there are four necessary conditions, that is mutual execution, no preemption, hold and wait, and circular wait. The resources used by all the processes in mutual exclusive manner, that is one by one. The resources used by all the processes, so that all the processes use the resources one after another. No preempt means complete the task first, then you will think of other thing or next task. Similarly, another thing is hold resources what is happening, then wait for getting the other resources, that is hold and wait. Similarly, circular wait means that is looping. Suppose P1 is holding resource 1, P2 is holding resource 2 and waiting resource 1, P3 is holding resource 3 and waiting resource 2, P1 is holding resource 1 and waiting resource 3. That means this is one kind of circular concepts. These four rules are necessary condition for occurring deadlocks. These four rules are necessary conditions for occurring the deadlocks. P1 R1 and waiting for R3, P2 R2 waiting for R1, P3 R3 waiting for R2. This is the this kind of request and response and occurring is happened like a circular motion or circular flow. That is circular wait. This is all about introduction to deadlock. Thank you.